So let's talk about a topic that is unfortunately becoming really, really common in today's dating sphere. And it's the topic of gaslighting. And there's a lot of confusion out there around what is gaslighting, because gaslighting is different than just having a disagreement with somebody or someone just being a jerk. Gaslighting is a specific tactic. It's a calculated move that people make to make the other person doubt their perception, doubt their memory, doubt their sanity, feel like they might be losing it. It's a manipulation tactic to gain control in the relationship. And if you notice that somebody's gaslighting, you can put an end to it and create the relationship that you actually do want. So the first obvious form of gaslighting is where the person denies that they've either said something or did something, and you've got clear evidence to the contrary. And it makes you doubt your memory or your sanity. So this is the person that says, I never said that, like you're crazy, or I never did that, you're crazy. And you might have, even though you've got a text message, you've got a voice recording, or even a video recording, that they actually did say that. For example, you meet up at 6, which is when they agreed to meet you, and they're not there, and you call them and they're out and about shopping or doing something else, and they tell you, I never said 6 o'clock. I never actually agreed that we were going to meet. That was all on you, and they make you wrong. They completely deny it, put you in the position of being wrong, and make you question, maybe I made that up in my mind. Like you might be thinking, Matt, weren't there flowers in your background? And if I was gaslighting you, I'd say, no, there were no flowers in my background. Never were there orchids in my background. And then you rewind this tape and it looks like this. Oh, I guess there were flowers in the background. That would be an example of gaslighting. The second really common form of gaslighting is where your partner will twist your words around or twist the situation around and make you the one at fault. Well, let's say that your partner did something or said something that hurt you and you want to bring it up to them. And gaslighting is where they flip it around and they're like, God, I was just joking. Like you never have a sense of humor. You're never any fun. Or you're being so dramatic. Why can't you just relax and calm down? This is why it's never any fun to be around you. And they make you feel like you're wrong for having the emotion you're having. A healthy relationship takes responsibility for their own behavior and then seeks to find a way where, hey, how can we make it right between the two of us? So if someone is flipping this around on you and twisting it on you, that is absolutely gaslighting and you want to run. And the third form of gaslighting is making you feel like you're going crazy because the person questions your memory or your perception of reality. And this is where the term gaslighting actually originated. It was an old play in the UK that got adapted into a movie in the 1940s where the husband was slowly turning down the lights in the house. This is just part of the play, and the wife was like, I think it's getting darker in here, dimmer in here. He's like, no, this is exactly the same lighting. And he was doing it intentionally to make her question her reality and cause her to think that she was going crazy. And so, for example, gaslighting in today's world is in a relationship. Let's say you guys have an argument and he says something in that argument and the next day you want to talk about it and he's like, no, I never said that. Like, I think you're imagining things. Like you're giving me things that I said that I actually never said. Or for example, he'll say that you did say something or did commit to something that you didn't actually do. And he'll get mad at you like, you said you were going to pick up the dry cleaning, or you said you were going to do this thing for me. You said you were going to do the chores and you didn't do them. And you're like, I never said I was. And you're like, and he goes, wow, like you're really losing your mind. You absolutely said this to me. And he causes you to question your own mind, your own memory, your own perception of things. If you have the feeling that you might be going crazy in a relationship, know this, the relationship is crazy in and of itself. Good chance it's not you. And the fourth way that people tend to gaslight, and this links into the other three, but I call it the opinion army to make you doubt yourself. And what this means is they will put everybody else's opinion and align them with their own and go against you. So let's say you get frustrated with something, or let's say you don't like something, and the person gaslighting you will say, look, everybody else thinks this is cool. Everybody else thinks I'm a great guy. I don't know why you're getting so upset. I don't know why you're overreacting to this. Everybody else is cool with it except for you. So what that does is they build an army and they put you on the outside of that army, making you feel like maybe what you're feeling or maybe what you're thinking isn't reasonable. Classic gaslighting technique. So what do you do if you feel like someone is gaslighting you? Let me give you 5 quick tips that you can do that will support you if you're in a relationship that is gaslighting. Number 1 is trust your instincts. Your intuition is there for a reason. And if you feel like there might be gaslighting going on, if you feel like you're crazy or, wow, I've never felt so outside my normal self as I do in this relationship, trust that intuition that you're probably being manipulated by your partner. Number 2 is to keep a journal. So this can help you refer back to if the person's saying, well, I didn't say this and I didn't do this and I didn't do that. If you go back to your journal and there it is written and you have actually got record of what's going on, that's going to help you trust yourself, trust your memory, and actually know that, oh, my perception is accurate and this is what was said versus what your partner is trying to deny. Number 3 is to keep healthy boundaries. And one of the most important things that you can remember is that you have every right to feel what you feel. Regardless of if your partner thinks you're overreacting, regardless if they're building an army and everybody else thinks it's cool. Look, if you're frustrated with it, if you don't think it's cool, you have every right to that feeling. And there is a perfect way to communicate in relationships where the two of you honor and respect each other's experiences and come together to build something new. If he's not willing to do that, then know this, you might just have the wrong partner on your hands. Number 4 is to seek support. And that means that if you're gridlocked, if you're not getting anywhere with your partner, to call up a therapist, call up a trusted friend who has expertise in this particular area and say, hey, here's what I'm thinking, here's what I'm seeing, here's what's going on. Do you have some feedback for me? And that outside perspective can often help you get grounded. And number 5, what you can do is if you really notice there's a lot of gaslighting going on in that relationship, is to recognize it is time to stop paying that gas bill and get yourself out of that relationship. Leave that relationship. It's not healthy. People who have a pattern of gaslighting often don't change that pattern very easily, and it's not your job to fix them or coach them into changing that pattern. Let them figure out how to change it, and then later, if the two of you are meant to be, you can figure it out then. So I hope this illuminates gaslighting, no pun intended, and helps you get a better understanding of what might be going on in your relationship. And the reason I did this video is because there were so many questions coming in the comments about, I think I'm being gaslit or gaslighted. Different people would use different phrases. How do I know? Can you please do a video on this? So my question for you is, what would you love a video on? What questions do you have that you would love us here in the Brave Thinking Institute Love and Relationships Division to bring you great content for? Go ahead and post those questions in the comments below and keep a watch out because your question might be the one that we choose for our upcoming video. I appreciate you. Here's to your amazing relationship and love life, and I'll see you soon.